Phoenix, Arizona, the destination for the Jazz. One of the best defensive big men in the league, Jaren Jackson Jr. Looking to have a huge impact tonight as they get amped up for their game against the Suns. Jazz. Suns. Tip-off in just a moment. It's time for the NBA Live. On 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's George, and it's Bailey in at the shooting guard position. And for Phoenix, Jalen Green is out there with Booker. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Williams at center. Now we got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Markkanen can't get it to go. And it's Phoenix's ball. The drive by Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. Bailey passes to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 on the clock for the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Now here's Booker. Brooks outside. Pass to Williams. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Jackson, and that's good. Lead pass to get it done. Jackson's got his team on the board to start the game for Utah. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Now here's Green. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Here's Kessler. George looking over the floor. Charity stripe shot. He's off on that one.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Up the floor, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Dunn with a screen on George. And Booker kicks to Green. Williams has a screen for Green. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Green. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Williams, a screen on George, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Green taking his time here. Pass to Booker. Takes the 3.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
In the corner, George with it. And the layup falls.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
George against Booker. Jacks up a 3. Kessler with the rebound. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against Memphis. Outside, Markkanen. Takes a 3. Rebound by Williams. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Williams, a screen on George to the inside. Poke loose. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Watts is checked in for Mark Williams. Suns trail by 8. Now Booker. No scoring in this one. Down low. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Booker the pass to Brooks. Now done. They set the pick. Here's Green, and it's sent back by Kessler. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And let's not forget their hustle. They've been running every chance they get, and that has led to easy scoring opportunities in transition.
And it's George missing. Suns trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Bailey. Nothing on the board. Just his first attempt. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Inside. Shoots from the right block, and it's good off the glass.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Now here's Booker. Brooks outside. Done with it. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Jazz leading by 4. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you guys.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. George against Booker. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Green. Takes a shot at the elbow. Stolen by Jackson. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Phoenix making a change here. Allen's checked in. A different look for Utah. Williams passes to Filipowski, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Booker. Dunn sets a screen for Booker. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Just fearless. Devin Booker not afraid to go right at the defense.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mikhailu. Good on the triple.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 10. Allen outside. To Booker. Dunn sets a screen for Booker. Driving inside. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
That's what I love about D-Book. He won't settle. He loves to get downhill.
And there's the... That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The Jazz making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Konchar. There's the pick. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Releases. And he drops that one in. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Allen. There's a good screen. The Suns need to get a shot off. And done with the slam.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Collier. Still scoreless. And he banks in the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Suns trail by 8. Allen outside. Back to Booker. Pass to Malone. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a great read from Booker, finding his teammate on that pick and roll.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Allen. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target. And here's Brooks from outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Williams, George out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 slot.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Gillespie, the pass to Green. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Back to George. Williams for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Tim, you know, you've played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Well, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I played in the league, you often see that between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
He takes it in. Utah with the rebound.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Williams has a screen for Green. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
That's good from Green.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the number 2 overall pick in the draft. And that's really changed the landscape.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. To the middle, here's O'Neal. The rebound by Collier. Jazz leading by 5. Inside, Filipowski. Good. Filipowski's got 8 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Collier. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. checked in for Utah. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Booker left side. Devin Booker attacking. Here's Malowacz. Out to Brooks. Pass to Allen. On the wing, Booker. Defended by Filipowski. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
So oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And it's Collier missing. Suns trail by 9. Booker the pass to Dunn. Brooks gets to Allen. Pass to Booker. Dunn with a screen on George. Here's Booker.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Phoenix shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Jackson, he's checked in for Utah.
Yeah, and watching Booker, I'm just reminded of the nights when he's gone crazy. Sometimes he switches into another gear, and there's just no way to stop him. You never know when that's about to happen.
Here he goes, and Devin Booker in the paint.
Yeah, Booker getting it done at every level. He is just a bucket getter.
Here's George, outside Jackson. The Jazz with another miss. And here's Brooks, he'll bring it up for Phoenix. 4-point game. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Here's, wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Back to Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Collier. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Driving the lane, Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz leading by 4. Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, George. Markkanen a screen on Allen. George. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Brooks, the pass to Booker. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Booker's got 10 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Pass to Jackson. A 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's the screen. Here's Booker. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Defensively there, you play Booker to shoot, but he's also a willing passer.
To the paint, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Allen outside. Back to Booker from deep. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, George. The shot that time, not on target. Suns trail by 6. The drive by Allen. Booker. Ooh, Booker taking the hit.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With a completely new group on the floor. The Jazz also changing it up. Walker Kessler comes in for Kyle Filipowski. And Bailey subbed in for Keontae George. Left side, Markkanen. Picked away. Highsmith the pass to Green. And it's in there. And now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Collier. That 3 off the mark. Green against Kessler. O'Neal sets the screen for Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. And it's tied up with that one. Utah has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Jackson. Jazz passing it around. Outside, Markkanen fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
And he plays with such a great rhythm. Markkanen, the catch-and-shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
Gillespie, the pass to Green. Here's Highsmith. 6 to shoot. Green, no luck. Utah leading by 3. Here's Bailey. Sinks that one from the post.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. 109 left now here in the second. Down low. And finished off by O'Neal.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Pass to Bailey. Shoots the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here is Williams. Williams double team. Highsmith the pass to Gillespie. O'Neal outside. Williams sets a screen for Green. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Mark Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Three-pointer, Markkanen.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
And done with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 1, and will return shortly.
And taking a look at Phoenix, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that. And now let's talk about this game and the first half of the Phoenix Suns. A tough battle so far.
I like how they've been.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The Suns leading. We've got Booker. Dunn is out there with Williams. Then it's Green, and it's Brooks, and at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Kessler passes to Jackson. Booker against George. Over to the left wing. 2 on the clock. Markkanen from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bailey with the ball. Works on him. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 4th assist in this one. The Suns trailing. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bailey. The 3 from George. Pass to Kessler. Utah moving it around. Bailey misses.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only 1 of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized. And it wasn't just his height, but at the combine he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Steps back. Here's George. Pass to Bailey. George with the screen on Green. Markkanen from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backdoor.
And Booker kicks to Dunn. Outside, Green. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume 3-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Clock at 6. And George with the stuff.
And you got to like the vision for marking it. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Booker against George. Pick by Williams. Back to Booker. Pass to Dunn. Stolen by Jackson. Now Markkanen. Brooks covering. Markkanen can't get it to go.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Booker against Markkanen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Suns have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That one is off. So he comes up empty at the line. Utah trailing here. And it's Bailey in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a quick pass.
And it's sent back by Kessler. And he's able to get it back. Dunn misses. And so George will bring it up for Utah. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Back to Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 3-point Utah lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get. What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Bailey, off target from outside. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Dunn with this screen on George. Booker up top, defended by George. For Phoenix, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. The free throw drops in for Dunn. That one misses. Utah has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 4th foul of the contest. George finds Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Booker against George. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Kessler with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Trailing by 4. Now Green. He's got 23 for 3. Booker rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Bailey. Over Green. Bailey misses. For Phoenix, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Now here's Green. He's guarded closer. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
Pass to Bailey from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Williams a screen. Green with the ball. 25 points in the game. And here is Williams. He's covered by Kessler. And the shot goes in.
And you're not going to pass up that kind.
Jazz leading by 3. Here's George. The shot from the low post is good. George has got 13.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Booker the pass to Green. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's George. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Well, Phoenix shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Jazz have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Markkanen from outside. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them.